Okay, we're here at Dublin High School. This is going to be Dublin High School versus Monte Vista, the at times #1 ranked nationally team in the nation, Monte Vista. A really tough competition for Dublin. We got the coin toss. Captain's at the center circle, the D of Dublin's field.
You didn't get home like that. Where the hell were you?
Here's the coin toss.
I have $20 beanies for sale.
Looks like Dublin won the coin toss. And there we go. Selection's made, and we'll be starting in just a few moments. Okay, so the girls have come out on the field. Monte Vista, one of the top teams ranked nationally. We have no scoreboard. Dublin High with the kickoff. Dublin High in the red and the blue, left to right. And Monte Vista all white, going right to the left. Here's the kickoff, it goes back. Back some more. Back all the way back. Out to the outside. Through to the middle, and Monte Vista knocks that out. Throwing for Dublin. There it goes up the line, headed, brought down, trapped by Dublin. Taken away by Monte Vista, sent back. Into the middle, taken away by Dublin. Dublin controlling in the middle. Near side, up the line. Monte Vista there, sending it up. Now back, and that's the flagsman. AR with his flag up. Dublin throw. That's up the line, headed by Monte Vista. It drops for Dublin. Dublin sends it into the middle. Dublin trying to control through the middle, sending it to this near side. Dublin sending it out to the far side. Goes up the line, that's a nice ball. One in the middle, and that's right to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper with a nice save, stepping up in the right spot, picking it up and throwing it out. It's sent to the far side, just past midfield now. Dublin over there defending this, sending it out. It'll be a throw in for Monte Vista. Throw in sent to the corner of the box, now back into the center now, to the far outside, and it's knocked out. It's going to be a corner kick. First corner of the game, Monte Vista. Seems to be a fairly evenly matched game so far. We'll see how this progresses. There goes one in the middle, and that goes over everybody, sent to the back in the middle by Monte Vista. And that's another corner kick. Monte Vista with a short corner, attacking the box, cutting in, sending it back, going for a shot. That's missed, sent all the way back. There's one sent across and in the middle. Dublin's there. Dublin trying to clear it, sending it out straight to Monte Vista. Monte Vista now sending it up. Monte Vista cutting in towards the goal. There's the first shot on goal, and that's a nice save for the Dublin goalkeeper. That's short, sent to midfield, takes one hop, and it's headed. Dublin on the end of it, sending it down, trapping it, sending it to the near side. Out for a throw in Monte Vista. That's up the line. It gets to Monte Vista. Monte Vista sends it in towards the center. Dublin gets it, sends it up, goes to midfield. Dublin on the end of it. Dublin turning it. Dublin in the midfield, sending it to the outside. Dublin back into the middle. Monte Vista able to get it, send it across. Dublin's on the end of that. Dublin can't control. It's Monte Vista in the middle. Dublin gets a foot on it, knocks it away. Oh, it drops to Monte Vista. There's a shot, and that's a nice shot. It's well saved by the Dublin goalkeeper, knocked out, cleared to the far side. Dublin taking it there, turning it, going up the line, and that's taken away by Monte Vista. Monte Vista sending it back. Pressure starting to come from Monte Vista now. Ball staying in the Dublin half. There it goes up into the midfield, and here's Monte Vista controlling, coming around to the near side. Taken away by Dublin. Dublin cutting into the middle now. Dublin to the far side. That's a nice ball. Dublin with its first attack. Oh! Dublin going for a first-time shot, and that didn't work out. And here comes Monte Vista back up the far side. That ball stays in, sent back again. And here's Monte Vista setting up in the back. Here goes the ball to the far side. That's up the line. At the 50, sent into the middle, taken away by Dublin. Dublin goes back to the D, now into the center. Up the line. Into the middle. The near sideline. Dublin trying to work it through the middle. It's taken away by Monte Vista. Monte Vista through the center. Monte Vista needing another touch. Dublin here defending this. Dublin getting there first, knocking that out. There'll be a throw in for Monte Vista. Throw in towards the box, bounces over, gets to Monte Vista. Monte Vista trying to turn that. Monte Vista with a nice send into the box, and that's a good save by the Dublin goalkeeper. That's sent up near midfield on the near side. Monte Vista coming out with that. Monte Vista with a nice through ball into the middle. Now to the far side. Sent back into the middle. Goal kick. It's going to be Dublin with a long kick. That goes up near midfield. Headed by Monte Vista. This is Dublin coming away with this, sending it to the outside. Dublin trying to cut into the middle. Dublin's through, sends that up the line. Oh, nice pass back. And that's over the top. That's going to be a little strong, straight to the goalkeeper for Monte Vista. Monte Vista throwing this out near side. Dublin trying to get back. Dublin midfield stepping up now. This is Monte Vista attacking, trying a through ball. Nobody's there. And this is going to roll straight through to Dublin. Dublin setting this up the line. Dublin in the middle now. And here's Monte Vista taking that away, going straight to the goal. And that's nice defense by Monte Vista. Or by Dublin, I should say. That was knocked out by Dublin. This will be a corner kick. So we're going to come in with the right foot. All the players line up at the back, running in. It goes to the back, all the way through, headed by Dublin. Monte Vista catching up to that, sending it into the middle. It's a nice send, and it bounces off the Dublin player, goes to the goalkeeper, and it's picked up. Nice work by Monte Vista to get that in. Well defended by Dublin, and now it's sent up. That drops straight to Monte Vista, but Dublin gets it on the end of it, sends it to the near side. Now back. Back up the line on the near side. Monte Vista sending it right back. Monte Vista up the near sideline. Back into the middle. Crossing the midfield. Now going to the far side, and that's defended well by Dublin. Monte Vista going to the ground, knocking that ball out. This will be a Dublin throw-in. It's up the line. Dublin on the end of it, sending it back, but it goes out. Monte Vista throw in. Scoreboard not working today, so there's no time kept on the field. Referee has the time on his watch. We'll be waiting for that. Throw in sent back to Monte Vista. Monte Vista trying to work it up the line, gets knocked out again. Another Monte Vista throw in. Into the box. Sent in over the top. There's a shot. That's in the goal. Clearance coming out to the midfield player for Monte Vista. This looks like 14, almost the 15-minute mark. Score is now 1-0 for Monte Vista. So Monte Vista applying enough pressure, getting an open look, sending it into the corner of the goal. Now it's a 1-0 lead. Referee checking his watch before the whistle, restarting the clock, so we'll get a full 80 minutes. It's 2 40-minute halves. That goes out. Monte Vista throw in. Yeah, it's up the line. Takes a bounce, one hopper over the top, straight to Monte Vista. Now Monte Vista checking around, going to the goal. Blocked by Dublin. Dublin sends it to the line. Back into the middle. That's a nice combination for Dublin. Oh, and that didn't quite make it through. And here comes Monte Vista on the near side again. Dublin sending that back, taking it away. Sending it up the line, but that goes right to Monte Vista. And here comes Monte Vista down the midfield. They give that up to Dublin. Dublin now out near sideline. Nice combination right there for Dublin. Dublin coming to the near side. Dublin now cutting into the middle. It's coming back now, setting it to this near side. Dublin with some numbers in, setting it near side. And that's going to be, oh, still kept in by Monte Vista. And that's out off of Dublin, throw in for Monte Vista. Dublin out of their half. That's up the line. That works its way all the way through straight to Dublin. Deflected and headed on by Monte Vista. Dublin brings us down. Dublin with a nice turn. Dublin over the top. That's going to be long and roll out for a goal kick. Monte Vista setting up for a long kick. That works its way up, headed by Monte Vista. Monte Vista taking the second bounce, sending it all the way back on the far side. Monte Vista trying to work it out of the back, setting it up the line, and that's out. It's going to be a Dublin throw-in. Dublin throwing that in, knocking it back, taken away by Monte Vista, sent into the middle. Monte Vista, three-player attack. Here comes the fourth on the near side. Ball shot straight to the goalkeeper. Another save for the Dublin High goalkeeper. Dublin High calling for everybody up. That's sent up near midfield. Monte Vista getting the trap, sending it out far side. Working it through the midfield. Dublin getting a foot on it, knocking it away. Sending it near side. Dublin dribbling, sending it up near side, doesn't make it through. And finally that goes out. Dublin throwing. It's Monte Vista getting there. Dublin able to get to after the deflection. There's Dublin working its way through. And that's out off of Monte Vista. Dublin throwing. Game's changed a little bit. Dublin's able to work it up into Monte Vista's side. Cleared by Monte Vista. Out for a Dublin throw-in here on the near sideline. It goes up the line. It gets sent over the top, right back to Monte Vista. Monte Vista, the goalkeeper. It's sent right up the middle. Monte Vista on the end of that. Sending it back. Now up back into the midfield. There's another through ball to the top half of the line. Monte Vista on the forward line. Right in the middle. Midfielders working their way up. Monte Vista with 5 players up. And Dublin gets a foot on it, knocks it away back to the midfield. The midfielders send it up over the top. That's a nice ball. And that's knocked out. It's off of Dublin. It's going to be a corner kick. Yeah, I got a little bowl of dinner I made for you. It's in one of those white. Scores 1-0 for Monte Vista.
Not even having it up on the board?
No, it's not working. So they scored at the 15-minute mark. And here we go with the right-footed in-swinging corner kick. It's taken short. That's off Dublin again. It's going to be another corner kick. This time short, low, right into the middle. And that's a shot on the goal, and that's a nice save by the Dublin goalkeeper. Nice shot by Monte Vista. Monte Vista picking out a corner and putting it there. And the Dublin keeper doing a good job of reading that and getting there and saving it. Dublin trying to send it. Took a bounce over the top of the player. And Monte Vista able to send it out. Dublin applying pressure. Monte Vista tried and turn. Dublin commits a foul. And it'll be a Monte Vista free kick right at the midfield line. That's a long kick right into the middle, bounces off Monte Vista, goes back, cleared by Dublin to the far side, headed by Monte Vista, goes up and out. Dublin throw in. Dublin dropping that short, knocked out by Dublin. Monte Vista throw in. Monte Vista with a substitution. Goes up the line, headed by Monte Vista. Dublin with the foot on it, knocking it back. It goes right to Monte Vista. Monte Vista into the defensive line. Right at the center D right now. Sending it up. Now coming to the near side, back in towards the middle. And there's a through ball. Monte Vista attacking in the box right now, sent back. And blocked by Dublin, goes out. Monte Vista throw in. That's a short throw taken quickly. Oh, Monte Vista with a nice turn, setting it towards goal, but it goes wrong side of the post on the near side for a goal kick, Dublin. That's set right to Monte Vista. It bounces off the back of a Dublin head. Now Dublin through the midfield, sending it out. Back into the midfield. It's a little long. Dublin out of reach, losing it. And here's some nice combination play from Monte Vista. Monte Vista to the right, and there's a shot. It goes over the goal. That ball goes way back to the fence. Dublin goalkeeper chasing the ball down, and the referee asking Dublin to get a ball person over there. Chase the ball down so we don't have so much stoppage in play. Looks like one of the coaches is getting up. There's a kick towards the middle. Well, Dublin and Monte Vista getting there on that one. It drops for Dublin nicely. Dublin trying to send it to the near side. It gets right to Monte Vista. And here comes Monte Vista trying to combine. Goes back to the center mid. Center D now. All the way back to the goalkeeper. Oh, and that gets sent out straight to Dublin. Dublin heads that down right to Monte Vista. Monte Vista sending that back. Dublin getting a foot on it, applying some pressure, but here goes Monte Vista around the far side now. That's a long ball up the line. Monte Vista's there. Dublin steps up. Nice defense for Dublin. Dublin knocking that ball up. And here comes Monte Vista with a nice run. Monte Vista up the line again, into the middle, right by the goal. It's going to roll all the way out. Dublin throw in. This is going to be Dublin with a substitution. Sorry, two-player substitution. Looks like we're chasing a ball down again. Oh, we got a ball boy over there throwing it in. And here it comes. Okay, here we go. Ball thrown back into play. Headed by Dublin, straight back out. Monte Vista throwing this time. It's straight up the line. Monte Vista able to turn that, send it right into the middle. Nobody there. It's going to go all the way across. Dublin's going to chase this down, send it up the line and out for a Monte Vista throw in on the far side. Here we go, Monte Vista with another substitution. Approaching the 30-minute mark of 40-minute halves. Thrown in towards the box. Monte Vista there trying to turn it. Nice turn, sent all the way across. Once again, nice cross, nice send. And nobody there for Monte Vista. Here comes Monte Vista again, now to the near side. Monte Vista with a nice cut. Sending it into the middle. Again sent in the middle, and that's going to drop for the Dublin High goalkeeper. A lot of pressure on Dublin High defense. Dublin High defense doing a good job, as usual. But with this amount of pressure, difficult to keep that ball out every time. Let's see if Dublin can keep that up. It's only a 1-0 game. There's a ball over the top for Dublin, and it's going to be Monte Vista sending it to the keeper. And this is an easy ball back into the midfield for Monte Vista. And Dublin takes it away, sends it up the middle again. Oh, but that's just a little long. And rolls to the goalkeeper for Monte Vista. Monte Vista sending it to the back. And that's blocked by Dublin, but it comes right back to Monte Vista. Now Monte Vista working the far side. And that's up the line. That'll be a foul. Monte Vista free kick. That was in the back. Field really spread out. You can see a lot of space in the midfield right now. Sent long and high into the middle, headed by Dublin. Dublin controlling that, sending it down. And Monte Vista takes that away, working the far side now. Monte Vista into the midfield, sends it up. And it goes wide. Rolls out, Dublin throw, and it looks like. Substitution for Dublin. It's a one-player substitution. And that throw in up the line, Dublin controlling it. Monte Vista taking it away, sending it into the middle, and the Dublin goalkeeper there to pick that up. Set high and right to midfield. Dublin getting a foot on it, sending it back and down. Now sending it to the near side. Nice combination so far off the goal kick. Here goes the ball to the far side. Back into the middle, and Monte Vista is there waiting for it. Here comes Monte Vista right down the center of the circle. Sending it back up, right onto the attacking line. Back to the midfield, now to the near side. Defensive line up to the mid. And there's an overlap from the defense, and that's going to go out for a Dublin throw-in. That goes in towards the midfield area, and that's a foul. And this will be a Monte Vista free kick. From just behind the player dugout. Sent short. And that's Dublin stepping up, taking that ball away. Dublin setting the far sideline. That's a nice ball. Dublin now sending it this side, and that's straight to Monte Vista. Dublin applying pressure, trying to take it back. And here's Monte Vista up the far side. Monte Vista right up the far sideline. Dublin defense, and that's a nice shot and in the goal. Yeah, that's an attack with pace. 32-minute mark, roughly. Score is 2-0 now for Monte Vista. So we'll get ready for a re-kick. Substitutions for Monte Vista. Kid's got a good run. And that ball sent back by Dublin. Now back to the center D. Back into the middle. And here is turned around. Nice possession by Dublin. Sending it to the far side now. Back into the middle. And that's Monte Vista taking it away. There's Dublin trying to send to the near side. And that's definitely a hold. Monte Vista grabbing a hold of Dublin, trying to pull him back to get an advantage. Now it'll be a free kick for Dublin. Looks like Monte Vista getting a toe stepped on or something. Monte Vista forward hobbling. It looks like she's going to play on. And here comes a free kick from Dublin. Sent high to the near side and out. Dublin just needing to combine on these last couple passes up on top. Dublin able to get out, but then the last pass up on top is always going maybe a little long, a little wide. And that's up the line by Monte Vista. That's into the midfield. Monte Vista working to the far side now. Up the far side line. That's a cheeky little back heel from Monte Vista. Monte Vista's nice combination here and knocked out by Dublin. Another shot on goal that goes wide. Goal kick for Dublin. That was a quick throw and a quick shot on goal. Dublin lined up for a short kick, but it's going long. That's Monte Vista getting a head on it. Drops down for Dublin. Dublin trying to get it through. It comes right back to him. Now to the near side, and these are the passes we're talking about. It's a good idea, but Monte Vista was getting back, covering it, taking it, and now here comes Dublin having to defend. That's Dublin getting there first, taking it away, sending it back up. Dublin on the end of that clear. And able to control the pass to the near sideline. Dublin working it across into the middle. Oh, and that's a nice ball, but it doesn't make it through. And that's a play on by the referee. A definite foul there. But Monte Vista sticking with the ball, putting together quite a few passes, sending it to the far side now. Yeah, here it comes into the middle. Monte Vista trying to deflect it, but it was blocked by Dublin. Now here comes Monte Vista again into the middle. Straight to Monte Vista. Dublin getting back. Monte Vista not getting a shot off. Sending it back. Monte Vista into the middle. This shot is partially blocked. And the Dublin goalkeeper able to pick that up. Let's see if Dublin can mount an attack before the end of the half here. There it is, sent right back to Monte Vista. Monte Vista not able to control that, doubling on the end of it, doubling up the line, and that's going to go out for throw-in. About 2 to 3 minutes left in this half. And Monte Vista with the ball, sending it back off the throw-in. Monte Vista, nice combination all the way up through, and blocked by Dublin. And here's Dublin sending it to the far side. Nobody there but Monte Vista. Monte Vista gets a shot. And that's saved by the Dublin goalkeeper. Dublin goalkeeper with an easy save in the right spot, able to eye that up the whole way. And that's sent long. And that's off the face of the Dublin player. Referee's just going to stop play to make sure Dublin's okay. That looked like it hit the chin. And that's going to be an instant substitution to make sure Dublin player's okay with just a couple minutes left. Referee giving an indirect free kick for the stoppage, and this is just going to be sent over the top. We'll see if Dublin can get one on the goal. It's sent short. Dublin able to take it away, send it back into the middle, but that didn't work out. Monte Vista was there, and here comes Monte Vista. Monte Vista into the middle. Control, sending it to the far side. Monte Vista turning, coming to the middle, center, and there's Dublin with the foot on it. And it gets knocked out. Goal kick for Dublin. Dublin having to chase that ball down. Not sure if the referee's stopping play for this. Approaching the 40-minute mark here. Another substitution for Dublin. Sent up in the midfield. Monte Vista getting a foot on it. Sending it through into the box on the far side. Sent in the middle. And that's Dublin with nice defense clearing it. Almost to midfield. And here comes Dublin up the far side line. That was a nice ball to the outside. Now sent back into the middle. Dublin still with it. Dublin doing a much better job holding it up on top. Finally giving it away. Here comes Monte Vista. Monte Vista right into the middle. Nice defense by Dublin. That's just cleared out. Be a throw in for Monte Vista. It's thrown in towards the box. Monte Vista trying to turn. Blocked by Dublin. And that's what's a little foul on Monte Vista. Free kick for Dublin. Dublin going to send this long. That goes high to the near side. We got a runner. Dublin turns that. Cut into the middle, taken away by Monte Vista and sent up the line. Dublin almost getting around. Monte Vista, nice defense. And here comes Dublin taking the ball away. Sending it all the way back. And now sent over the top. No flag. And there it is. There's the offsides flag, but the goalkeeper's just going to hold on to it. The referee's not going to call it. And that's sent up towards midfield. That takes a bounce over the top, straight to Monte Vista. Monte Vista trying to control. That's a nice overlap run by Monte Vista right through the midfield. And a clear by Dublin. Nice defense for Dublin. There's nice defense again for Dublin. And it comes to the near side. Monte Vista there to pick it up. Monte Vista into the middle. Now to the far side. Nice turn from Monte Vista back into the center. Monte Vista getting a shot off. That's right at goal. And another save for the Dublin High goalkeeper. There's the long punt. Monte Vista on the end of that again. That goes over the top, drops to the ground. Dublin gets to it. And there's Dublin controlling through the middle. And that through ball is blocked. And here comes Monte Vista over the top, straight to the goalkeeper. Sent to the near side. Headed up. Monte Vista taking it away, sending it back to the goalkeeper.
Pressure, pressure. Get over here, get over here, get over here.
That goes to the far side. Nice control by Monte Vista, cutting it back. Pressure by Dublin.
Pressure.
And Monte Vista all the way back.
Get over here, 11's on the run.
And it comes to the near side. Flicked over the top, but out. Dublin throw in.
Jeez, you almost got it in my daughter's face. Good call.
That's up the line. Dublin trying to control and turn. That's sent up. Monte Vista able to get on the end of that. And here comes Monte Vista all the way to the far side now. Monte Vista through the midfield. And that's pressure by Dublin, and that's cleared by Dublin to the far sideline. There's Dublin sending it up the line. Monte Vista, nice control. And here comes Monte Vista into the center. Monte Vista trying to set up that left foot shot. And that's straight to the Dublin High goalkeeper. That's sent up the middle. Dublin getting a foot on it first this time. But then it drops to Monte Vista. Monte Vista setting it wide up and out. Throw in for Dublin. Referee looking at his watch. We're getting very, very close. And that's up the line. Headed by Dublin into the center. Monte Vista getting a foot on it. Working it through the middle. Sending it out to the near side. Monte Vista still working the near side. Pressure from Dublin. Monte Vista working it into the middle, into the box. Monte Vista getting a shot off. It's blocked. Now here goes Monte Vista, another shot that's blocked. Goes out, and this is a corner kick. Monte Vista going fast, trying to get in a third goal before the end of the half. Going with the right foot. Going near post. Monte Vista with a couple open players, but it goes high over the top. And now it's out wide. Dublin just sending it out. Making sure that the defense is set up again and not just sending it back to Monte Vista. And there's the half. Time was definitely stopped for outages. We had a full 40 minutes. Scores Monte Vista 2 and Dublin High School 0 at the moment. Okay, so the girls have come back out for the start of the second half. There's Sam Wong. This will be a kickoff for Monte Vista. Monte Vista in the white, going left to right. Dublin High in the red and blue, going right to left now. Scores 2-0 for Monte Vista. High-powered Monte Vista team. Dublin doing really well so far. And hoping maybe just get one goal. There's a throw in for Monte Vista going up the line. Dublin stepping in front, now knocking it forward towards the box. Cleared by Monte Vista. Dublin with the throw in. That goes into the box, headed by Monte Vista. Cleared by Monte Vista up to the front line. That bounces over. And here comes Monte Vista attacking. Dublin trying to defend. Monte Vista right by. And that shot goes wide of the goal. It's going to be a goal kick. It's a short kick to the far side. That's a nice long ball up the line, straight to the forward line, and sent back by Monte Vista to the goalkeeper. Dublin with good pressure, forcing Monte Vista to go back up the far sideline. But Monte Vista able to control, now sending it to the near side. Dublin with nice pressure and taking the ball away. Dublin attacking the near sideline, sending it up, and that's going to be strong. Dublin not able to combine on that. And it's straight to the goalkeeper. It's going to be Monte Vista with a long punt. That's a drop punt. Oh, nice trap by Monte Vista. Nice combination here. Now to the near side, midfield. Up to the attacking line, looking for the near side. And that's up and out. Dublin throw in. Referee changing that call. And it's now Monte Vista throw in. Monte Vista up the line. That's a nice ball. Monte Vista into the middle. And then cleared by Dublin. Dublin able to keep that in and turn it. Dublin attacking the near line. Able to block it. But Monte Vista on it, sending the near sideline. Monte Vista to the goal. And that's out. This will be a goal kick for Dublin. Short kick to the near side. There's one over the top, but it doesn't quite make it. Dublin chasing that down. Goes to Monte Vista. Dublin tracks it down again. Dublin through the midfield. Dublin setting it up. That goes up and out. Throw in Monte Vista. Short throw. Monte Vista turning that, attacking the midfield, sending it up the middle. Able to get another player on it. There's a through ball, cut off by Dublin. Dublin to the far side. Dublin up the far sideline. Dublin stopping it, bringing it back, but it goes out. Monte Vista throw in. Monte Vista into the middle. Taken away. Oh no, Monte Vista gets there. Looks like Dublin was going to get a foot on it. Didn't happen.
Good job, Madison. Stay with it, baby. Stay with it.
Dublin out with that, sending it forward. Straight to Monte Vista. Monte Vista sending the near side. Now back. Monte Vista around. Into the middle, taken away by Dublin. Dublin sending it up the line. Now heading it. Cutting it into the middle. And Monte Vista, oh yes, able to get it through, and oh, Dublin not able to get that one. Here comes Monte Vista through again. Sending it up. Monte Vista into the middle. Now to the far side. There's a shot on goal, and that's wide. It's a 2-0 game for Monte Vista, but Dublin's still battling, making it a good game to watch. All we're missing is a goal for Dublin right now. That's sent into the middle, headed by Monte Vista, getting there first. Bringing it down on the near side. Now sending it towards the middle, going to the far side, taken away by Dublin and sent to this near side. Dublin still battling for it, just knocking it out and making sure Monte Vista doesn't get it. But Dublin was doing a good job of keeping that ball away from 2-3 Monte Vista players. Monte Vista throwing that right down to the center. Dublin chasing, tracking, getting a foot on it. But it goes straight to Monte Vista in the middle of the field. Monte Vista, oh, that's a sliding tackle. Well stopped by Dublin. And here comes Dublin on the far side. Dublin sending a ball to this near side. Oh, Dublin trying to combine the last. There's nobody there. Dublin desperate for a player coming through on that side. The only ones there was Monte Vista. Here comes Monte Vista sending it. That's another ball. Looking desperately for a player in the right spot. Didn't happen. And here comes Monte Vista again. Monte Vista turning, sending up the middle. Out of the far side. And Monte Vista getting some space and attacking the far sideline. Dublin finally getting back, applying pressure and clearing it. Oh, the ball's coming from over the side of the fence. Player having to jump fences to get to the ball, finally throwing it in, right to the box, straight to Monte Vista. Monte Vista with the shot. Oh, that hits the post. Looks like it hit a hand. Goalkeeper getting a hand on it, then it hit the post and came out. And Dublin still only down by 2 goals. Keeping this high power offense of Monte Vista down. There's Monte Vista with the long throw into the box, headed out by Dublin. Dublin on the end of that clearing. That's a nice clearance. This is a 2-on-3. Dublin attacking. Now to the far side for Monte Vista. Monte Vista sending it through the midfield. Now on up towards the end line and back. Monte Vista making some nice combinations. Turning. Dublin getting 2-3 players there. It gets sent into the middle. It's all the way back into the middle. Monte Vista sending it up right to the goalkeeper. The punt for Dublin straight to the midfield. Monte Vista there to try to control and drop it down. They do so. Taking it to the far side. No pressure yet. Monte Vista able to just bring it down, dribble it around. Pressure finally coming. And there's Dublin getting a foot on it, but it drops from Monte Vista. Dublin stepping up again. He gets knocked out. Dublin throw in, far sideline.
See if you can play a little more underneath Holly. Maybe in that center space. Close up. Close up. See if you and Alyssa can work a little close up. See if you can be a little bit more with Alyssa.
He's way too long.
Ball thrown in by Dublin, headed by Monte Vista. Monte Vista into the center. Monte Vista trying to combine and work it through the center. There's a shot on goal. It's a good effort, picked up and well read by the Dublin goalkeeper. That's hit short and low. Drops to Dublin. Dublin trying to control. And it goes outside. Dublin throw-in. $18 minutes roughly into the second half, and there's no score yet. So the score remains at 2-0. Dublin holding its own so far.
Go, get the ball, Dublin.
And that's sent all the way back
Go!
by Monte Vista. Now to the far side. Monte Vista running it up. Attacking, sending it into the middle. Nobody's there. Dublin runs onto it. Dublin under pressure. Gets knocked out straight to Monte Vista. Here, Monte Vista with attack. Monte Vista now going to the far side. Sending one across into the middle. Cleared by Dublin. Dublin with a nice piece of defense. Throw in towards the middle. Referee asking for another throw. This one goes up the line, in towards the box. There's a turn, sent into the middle, and nice block. Looks like Monte Vista got a foot on it, actually knocked it out. And it's going to be a goal kick for Dublin. Dublin's caught out here. Position for a short kick, sending it right up the middle. Now back. And there it goes up into the middle. Cleared by Monte Vista. Throw in for Dublin. Thrown in and controlled by Dublin. Dublin turning, sending it back to the center D. Going up the line, far side. Dublin coming back and controlling nicely, sending it across into the middle. And Monte Vista taking that away. Oh, that's a dangerous far side ball. Sent back into the middle. And Monte Vista not able to capitalize on that. Wide open in the middle of the box in front of the goal. Taking a first shot, not able to get it off. And it rolled to the Dublin goalkeeper. That's a long punt. Straight to Monte Vista. Monte Vista tries to bring it down. Dublin takes it. Dublin up through the middle. Nope, and that's taken away by Monte Vista. Dublin coming back. And not able to get it. Monte Vista with the through ball. And that goes right to the goalkeeper. That's a long punt to midfield, straight to Monte Vista again. Monte Vista this near side. Dublin stepping up, defending. Monte Vista able to send it back. Now into the middle. There's a ball through into the middle for Monte Vista, and it's going to roll straight to the goalkeeper for Dublin. That's thrown out to the far side. It drops one bounce. Dublin able to get to it. Run it right across the middle. Nobody to go to here. It's dribbled straight through. Now that's a nice ball. That's Monte Vista getting their first, turning it. Now into the midfield. There's Monte Vista to the far side. And that's nice defense for Dublin. Here's Dublin sending it over the top. This is going to be an offsides call. Dublin not getting back in time. Chasing onto that ball. And it'll be a free kick for Monte Vista. And here's Monte Vista straight up the middle. Passing it off. Back into the middle again. Dublin with some pressure. Oh, that just gets sent straight over across, and there's the goal. Finally giving it up. And we're looking about 23 minutes into the second half. And Monte Vista going up 3-0. Dublin holding strong for 23 minutes in the second half. Score is now 3-0.
Bye.
Let's see if Dublin can get a consolation goal. Maybe try to put an attack or two together and hopefully not give up any more of these goals. You can see the game opening up in the midfield, in the center, right in front of the box, starting to open up for Monte Vista.
Forward.
And that's cleared. That's a nice long clear. Sent up through the middle. There's the long ball. Takes a bounce. It's flicked over the top nicely by Monte Vista. Dublin just clearing that out. Short throw at the edge of the box. Sent back to the line. Sent back one more time. Now send into the middle, and it rolls straight through the Dublin goalkeeper. It's a long punt right to the midfield. Monte Vista able to just control that. Send it up. And it's Dublin catching that up. Catching up to that ball right there. Controlling it. Sending it to the line. Nice combination there for Dublin. And it's sent up into the middle. Dublin able to take that away. Not able to control it on top. Taking it away again. That's sent into the middle. Dublin chasing onto that. He gets sent back to the goalkeeper. Dublin with no pressure right now. And Monte Vista's going to be able to just work that right back out. That's sent in through the middle. Dublin takes that away. There's Dublin across the middle. Dublin trying to combine. It was blocked by Monte Vista, and here comes Monte Vista on the far side. Monte Vista, nice combination. Sending it right through. And that's to the goalkeeper for Dublin. It's a long punt to the far side. Dublin to control. Comes in the middle. Goes straight to Monte Vista. Monte Vista attacking. Dublin with some pressure. Monte Vista on the far sideline, sending it back. Top of the box is a shot on goal. And that's in for the 4th goal. Monte Vista getting the 4th goal. Off a shot that rolled over the goalkeeper's hands. And Dublin going down 4-0. Well, the score is now 4-0. Along the lines of what we expect from a Monte Vista team that's high-powered. Dublin holding its own for a long time. We'll see if Dublin can maybe attack for a goal. And here comes Dublin. Trying to set up the near sideline, the far sideline. It got blocked. Monte Vista coming down. Far sideline again. Sent in the middle. That drops for Dublin. Dublin had a player wide open. Instead of sending it low, it's sent up and out. And this is going to be a throw-in. As goes up the line. Dublin gets there. Dublin getting it. Dublin working the near sideline. Monte Vista taking it away. There's a goal. That's goal number 5 for Monte Vista. Long range shot, just going straight into the goal. Monte Vista taking long shots and just hammering it into the back of the net. Now from both sides of the field. And here's Dublin. Still not able to combine on any passes. Goes out. This will be a Monte Vista throw-in. Got about 10 more minutes in the game and it's 5-0 already for Monte Vista. And it's Dublin getting a foot on it, knocking it out. Dublin getting 3 substitutes ready. Short throw in on the line. Monte Vista trying to work it around. Dublin gets there, sends it out. Monte Vista there, sending it back. Now up in the midfield. Monte Vista up the line, headed by Dublin. It drops from Monte Vista. Monte Vista into the center, but it goes right to the Dublin goalkeeper.
Good job, Cat. That's what I just said.
Sent to the near side. Takes a bounce.
Whoa, where's the push?
And there's a foul.
A little late on the whistle. He wasn't going to call it. He wasn't going to call it unless we didn't have the advantage.
Dublin free kick. Sent up high, right to the middle. Oh, it's off the head of Monte Vista, straight to the goalkeeper. Rolled out quickly to the far side. Up the line. Monte Vista with a nice turn up that line. There's another combination. Monte Vista attacking straight out the back. Dublin, nice defense. Dublin coming back nicely, sending it up and out.
Good job, Becca!
Throw in for Monte Vista, far sideline, goes into the middle. Monte Vista right through, going for shot. Too much pressure from Dublin, and here comes Dublin. That gets through. Monte Vista tracking this down. Monte Vista to the near side, back into the middle, and all the way back. Monte Vista across the center. Into the midfield, turning, and now sending it up into the box, and it rolls right to the goalkeeper. That's a long high kick straight to Monte Vista. Monte Vista just trapping that ball right out of the air, sending it back. Now to the center D. Oh, that's a nice ball to the far side. Combination. Not using the overlap. Looks like it's going to be another long shot, and that's wide of the goal. That's a 30-yard attempt there. Monte Vista just eyeing up shots from way out. Some of them actually going in. That's sent up off the head of Monte Vista. Monte Vista getting it again, third time. Finally Dublin getting onto it. Monte Vista takes it, sends it up. Here comes Monte Vista attacking the near side, and that's blocked.
Under 17 on the clock, under 17.
The referee calling for 17 more minutes. It's a 5-0 game. And that's out for a corner kick, Monte Vista. Well, after 2 minutes of getting the ball, we're down to 15 minutes left in this game. Here's the short ball. Nice combination, sent into goal, blocked by Dublin. Sent across into the middle, cleared by Dublin. And that's another corner kick. It looks like this is coming into the box, right foot, swinging in. Everybody running in from the back. Oh, there's a foot on the ball, sent it towards goal, blocked by the Dublin goalkeeper. Sent back out to the top of the box. Sent wide, there's a shot on goal, and that goes right through the uprights. Another substitution for Dublin High School. That's sent up high, straight to Dublin. Dublin not able to control that. And Monte Vista taking it away, sending it to the far side. Here goes Monte Vista. That's a nice run up the far sideline, sending it into the middle. Cleared by Dublin. Monte Vista keeps, no, lets it roll out. Monte Vista throw in far sideline. Monte Vista trying to turn that. Monte Vista gets around, sends it in the middle, cleared by Dublin again. Oh, that's straight to Monte Vista. Monte Vista attacking that line, setting it in. One more time into the middle. Headed by Dublin, straight down to Monte Vista. Monte Vista at the top of the box. And that's cleared again by Dublin, straight to Monte Vista. Monte Vista running it up. Straight down the middle for Monte Vista. And cleared by Dublin. Monte Vista again, that's the long shot, straight to the goalkeeper for Dublin. Yet another save. That ball sent long, midfield. Monte Vista gets foot on it, drops for Dublin. Dublin sends it up. Dublin able to turn it, send it on. Cleared by Monte Vista. There's Dublin sending it up. Monte Vista taking it, attacking the far sideline out of the back again. Ball up the line, back in the middle. Back out to the line. Nice move by Monte Vista, sending it in the middle. And that's blocked out over the end line for another corner kick from Monte Vista. Just a couple more minutes left in this game. Not sure if the referee's stopping time for these balls going out. Here we go, lined up at the back, sent in swinger with the right foot right to the middle and over the top of everybody. Monte Vista trying to chase that down, goes out, throw in for Dublin. Goes up the line. Monte Vista sending it up. Sending it in the middle. Wide open goal. Number 6. Monte Vista now 6-0 lead, scoring what is probably going to be the last minute of the game. Monte Vista just getting stronger as the game goes on. Looks like they were just warming up the first half with 2 goals. Now putting in 4 in the second half. Dublin goes back. Now to the far side. Attacking the far side, that goes up the line. Monte Vista gets there, clears it up, back up the line. It gets to midfield. Here comes Monte Vista. Monte Vista to the near side. Now going back.
Push up!
Knocked out by Dublin. Up the line by Monte Vista. Monte Vista cutting in the middle. Dublin taking that away. And it's called a foul on Monte Vista. Free kick for Dublin. Here comes Dublin. Up the line. And goes out. Throw in Monte Vista. Looking for the referee's timepiece. It's got to be getting close to the end here. Monte Vista across the middle and the far side. Now bringing it back into the middle again from the far side. Back and forth, near side ball. Monte Vista talking the near side, making it into the box. That goes negative, blocked by Dublin. Sent back in and cleared out for a throw-in. That ball's out. Monte Vista throw in. Dublin with 3 subs getting ready to come back in. That gets sent in the middle. And that's the goalkeeper picking that up. I'm not sure why we have substitutes getting ready to come. There can't be more than a minute or 2 left in this game. That's a long punt. Monte Vista on the end of it. Monte Vista in the middle. Sending it to the far side. Attacking the far sideline. Sent back by Dublin. Sent up by Monte Vista. Monte Vista attacking. Sending it up. Monte Vista wide open. Going straight to goal. Oh, that's a nice block by the Dublin goalkeeper. Looks like Dublin's trying to get in some subs just for the last minute here. Maybe try to get a goal. There you go. Sent up to the line. Sent up and out. This will be a throw-in, but Dublin still can't get any of its players in. Still don't see the referee reaching for his whistle, looking at his timepiece. It's thrown back by Monte Vista. Monte Vista feinting and coming to the near side. Monte Vista trapping, sending it up. Dublin battling for the ball. Monte Vista standing it up, getting foul. Dublin looking just to get its subs in right now, hoping the ball just goes over the end line. This is going long, over the top, headed, over the end line. And here comes the subs. So we're looking 3 fresh legs, a goal kick, and hopefully working it on up. We got a goalkeeper out there in the dark chasing this ball down. And here comes the ball. And the goalkeeper. Referee must be adding time. Here comes the long ball. Monte Vista, nice trap. Cutting in the middle. That's a dummy. Straight to Dublin. Dublin sends it right back to Monte Vista. Monte Vista attacking right up. Here's got to be a goal. Yeah, goal number 7. And the score is now 7-0 for Monte Vista. Monte Vista just attacking right through the middle. Getting an open player right in the middle of the box, sending it right in. Dublin goalkeeper getting a foot on it, but not able to keep it out. Scores is 7-0. And here's the kickoff. Sending it back. Cutting it in, near side. Here's Dublin. Up the line, blocked. Dublin trying to turn. Dublin turning into 3 players. Now finally getting to the midfield. Dublin trying to cut through. Dublin working its way through, finally. There goes Dublin across the middle. Far side. And here comes Monte Vista coming back, taking the ball away and sending it to the far side line. Monte Vista bringing it back. Now into the middle. Monte Vista through the middle. Finding players. Working it through again. Monte Vista right to the goal, looking for its 8th. Oh!
Offside, clearly offside. In the goal.
Another goal kick. Perhaps the last chance if Dublin can work this out. Stopped by Monte Vista, drops to Dublin. Dublin trying to run it through. Dublin still on the end of it. Dublin setting it up the line. Now back into the middle. One last chance for Dublin. Can Dublin get one goal? Oh, and that just goes right by the foot of Dublin here. And Monte Vista's going to look to work it out. Monte Vista on the line. That stays in. Here comes Monte Vista, another counter. Now up the line for Monte Vista. Monte Vista to the goal, now into the center. Monte Vista attacking the goal to the right. Cleared by Dublin, straight back to Monte Vista. Monte Vista to the far side. Oh, player there. Control. It's blocked. Sent to the goal. That's a nice save. Maybe one more attack for Dublin. Here we go. Sent up long and high. Drops for, oh no, this time it gets by Monte Vista. Dublin heading the ball forward. Monte Vista turning it. Sending it up the line. There's Dublin taking that away. Sending it back. Up the line now. And that's just Monte Vista tracking that down. Monte Vista into the center. Monte Vista coming across the middle, sending it a long ball to the near side. Dublin with a nice defense. And now Dublin controlling in the middle. Oh, Dublin gets us through ball. And cleared by the goalkeeper. That drops for Dublin. It's off Dublin foot. It's going to be a Monte Vista throw in. There's the referee looking at his watch. 1 minute left. I don't know if that was a 1 or a 2. Looks like it was a 2. It's Dublin sending it back. Up through the middle. Dublin still onto it. Dublin getting passed together. Sending it up the line. Back again. Still in. Back into the middle. Here comes Dublin. Dublin able to get a shot? No. And Monte Vista comes away with it. Here comes Monte Vista on a counter. Dublin takes that away. Oh, it gets sent back right to Monte Vista. Here comes Monte Vista again. The pressure is unrelenting for Monte Vista. Monte Vista just getting stronger as the game goes on. Tireless attack. (7-0). Monte Vista still going for it. Dublin still doing a good job of keeping the game on. Still fun to watch. There goes Dublin. Dublin's still trying to score a goal. There's Monte Vista taking that away. Dublin leaning hard. Monte Vista just dealing with the pressure. Sending it back. There's Dublin taking it away. Monte Vista back. Into the middle, far side. Up the line. Cutting in the middle again. Shot, right foot, goes wide. Referee looking at his watch one more time. Sent up and out wide. There's the whistle. Whistle to the mouth. That's it. Final score, Monte Vista, high power offense, relentless attack, especially in the second half, putting in 5 goals in the second half. And it'll be a 7-0 game for Monte Vista.